buddy. I always say it twice because sometimes the video cuts off at the beginning. This is week 7 Team Wars review. We're going to be going through all 5 of my accounts. I got very, very good games this week. We had some good matchups, some close ones. Very interesting gameplay with this deck. It's one of my favorite decks that we have, actually, because there's a lot of chess involved in this one. Sorry, I have a little burping going on. There's kind of a chess match in this one as far as like when to play what cards, because there's directly counters to each card and things you're supposed to play with different cards. So we'll see how we do. I'll show you a couple things that you're going to have to understand for Team Wars that's going to really change your win rate. Can almost guarantee it. So we're going to get right into that. And I'm going to drop back into this little guy down here. I'm over here, guys. I'm over here. Welcome in. This is week 7. For this, we like to put it up. We like to drop my camera down, be a little smaller so that I'm not the focus. We focus on the gameplay and we focus on my voice and what I'm saying. All right, let's go. Let's go. So this one started a little late. I didn't click the button to record. So we started with Poseidon in the corner, which I think is one of the better plays, is Poseidon in the corner. We're going to try to protect the Poseidon just because the slow is actually pretty useful. Now we're putting BHK versus BHK. This is pretty good. This is my Adventure Lock account, mind you. So all of my stuff is very low level. It's not terrible, actually, though, but it's not great. Now the BHK is doing its work. We did break the slave heal there, which is great. Let's see. We got under level here, though. We got very lucky matchups on the Adventure Lock this week. All below 6,000 with pretty low levels for gold accounts. But he's got the level 4 BHK and other stuff like that. But we do have level 4 Slave, which has helped us out a lot on the Adventure Lock. The level 6 Super Craig not going to be able to break. This is good. I mean, that's pointless hyperdrive there. And one thing about this matchup, or this deck, is you can really, really take 1 bar into 3 very quickly. All right, we have FF Guru 76, 7066. Super Fart Cycle. I don't think it's a good idea to cycle cards. I think almost everything, every starting hand is salvageable. It's better to just wait for them to play something. The bad Robin Tweak, he's got level 7 though, so you don't really know what's going on. Good levels, but playing like a potato. We'll see what happens. Is this Angel Fire's account? What's going on here? We'll see what happens. All right, the future Randy comes out. Not terrible, not great. But my slave does push back forward. A little bit of extra health on that BHK is nice. The enemy Mintberry Crunch could be devastating here if he gets it off on everybody. But we're doing a good job here. All right, he pulls out our Mintberry Crunch. We're going to see if we can get the heal on the Mintberry Crunch. No, we missed the Mintberry Crunch, and we actually hit the slave, but Mintberry Crunch is able to defend the regen. Oh no, Mintberry Crunch does die, but it's good progress, good push. Robin Tweak does not die, which is really, really good. This is what I was talking about. Robin Tweak, BHK, regen, everybody survives. It's really easy to take 1 bar into 3. You just got to know when to play energy and when not to, and we know the game's over, so we super fart into the fart emote, and we keep it going with the regen. Beautiful BM, beautiful BM, beautiful BM. Yeah, I was just talking shit, Angel. All right, we've got Shubashki Bear, KCB. Anytime you see somebody with color, you don't got to worry about their name. They know a thing or two about the game if they have color, so you can trust that they're at least not going to be the worst players in the world. But we'll see what we get here. Maybe I'm lying. So this is something. This week, it's very important to not be the first person to play, if you ask me. Unless you're playing one of the fighters in the corner, it's better to wait. Now, he played pretty okay there, but he should have played his slave into my Super Craig. As it stands now, he's going to have to play something into the Super Craig to stop it. And he's playing cards into my slave that's going to be on my side. So Poseidon's going to come out for me, which is going to be good here. We're putting in a position here where the Mintberry Crunch is least likely to hit the BHK. We're going to go ahead and get... I don't think the freeze ray was good there at all. In fact, when he played that when he played that freeze, I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to win here. The slows down the Super Craig from getting to New Kid, allows me to get the energy to play the S-Wow. We're going to get the slow off one more time. No, we do not. He stops me. He's got a Poseidon with 60 health, or 60 attack, excuse me. Takes down my Robin. He plays the future Randy behind New Kid. Don't know what that was all about. Not a good play. Not a good play at all. Honestly, he had a good chance until he did that. His BHK still alive, still getting blasted. Dougie in the corner. I just don't understand. This guy's just not great, guys. This guy's not great, guys. And we're about to take 3 bars. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Love the weeks farting for dominance. You'll see another one right here, my friend. You gotta love it. Like it, love it. Want some more of it. Can we get the 2 energy before the game ends? Yes, we can. I love farting before it's over. It makes me feel powerful. To Madre. 1082, 922. We got Moody Buckethead coming in on this one. Getting a 6,500 matchup. Moody's levels are solid around the bend though now. He's got some lower level, he's got some level 4 legends. There's a few level 3 legends smattered around, but the ones that matter for him are level 4. Alright, this is a little ballsy here, but I don't hate this play. We have the level advantage, so we know we can play a little ballsy. We're kind of, you know, being rude to him. This was a misplay for sure, but the Dougie's going to act like a normal Dougie. Go right to New Kid. The Super Fart comes out. Countering Super Fart with regen is a very high value, high energy play. You play 3 to counter their 2, but it completely counters their 2. And the regen is almost always good at any moment in the game. We're going to play the BHK. Make sure to spread things around this week so Mintberry Crunch can't hit a bunch of stuff at once. Gonna go ahead and slow him down. Level 2 Mintberry Crunch is tough. My Adventure Lock has level 2 Mintberry Crunch, and using Robin on him actually can be pretty good. The Dougie comes out and gets tackled real quickly. We got Mac Father from Drop Bears. Well played here. 6,000 again though. Getting a lot of 6Ks up in the house. Gonna lead with the hamsters. That's not a terrible lead this week. Slave behind though, not going to stop it. Neither is that. Nothing's going to stop it. So the easy bar comes. The guy panicked. Didn't know what to do. Misplayed. Even with those high levels, it don't matter. You got to play right in Team Wars. Now here we got to be careful of his enemy Mintberry Crunch. But not worried about that after the 3 from the regen. Regen not going to be doing anything for him. Getting sniped out by the Mintberry Crunch. And that Slave Heal goes right down the shitter as well. BHK healing up a little bit. BHK getting those last hits is really nice. We're going to just hold the Mintberry Crunch. We're going to go ahead and pull out the S-Wow. So Super Craig gets the fight right onto the bar. Beautifully done. Super Craig's still alive. Now this is what I was talking about. That regen brings everybody back to life from that New Kid hit, and it makes it worthless. The farts coming through. Being rude, being rude. Willy Billy from Cupid Stunts. A name I recognize for some reason. Keep it up, keep it up. We got Willy Billy, 7741. This is a pretty good rank this early in the season. Now, I always wait a few seconds before I play a card. Or this week, for this deck, I waited a few seconds before I played Slave. Because you do not want Slave on the enemy side. That's like one of the biggest things. Biggest thing that indicates whether or not Slave is going to survive or not is whether or not he gets to your enemy side or not. Now, here he does save him and do the damage. But he had to spend a lot of energy, the disarray, stuff that's not really going to be great. Now we use the Mintberry Crunch to get an extra 540 health on those cocks, which is great for the New Kid. We take it out with the cocks, BHK boosting it. The regen here is going to be killer. It goes between the BHK and the Mintberry Crunch. Like I said, placement is key. And the regen brings everybody back to life and still brings them back even after the new kid survives. 2 new kids with the regen. Beautifully played. We go ahead and drop the disarray. We use the... Oh, we didn't even have to. New kid was hitting... Or getting hit by Robin there. Beautifully played. That was just a spanking right there. That was just outplayed. All right, so here we wait. Or we place... Craig. Okay, now he's got the slave. He's got to play something against the Super Craig still. We wait for slave, and we play slave against him. Make sure it goes topside against him. Slave might go to the Super Craig. Not sure. Yep, he did. Okay, that's fine. Battle's going to happen on his side, but we can get a good bounty hunter here. That's not going to be too in threat of anything. We want to get him to hit the Poseidon just to take him out. Okay, here we go. Remember, keep people spread out. All right, we get a little bit of extra health here. First person to get Mintberry Crunch out definitely has an advantage. We go ahead and use the Robin here. Now, the Robin is actually going to bait out the Mintberry Crunch, which is fine because we want our Mintberry Crunch to smack it. Now, we got to be careful here because right now we do have our Mintberry Crunch boosted level 2 with... Oh, nicely done there. The BHK getting smacked around. The regen, not a good idea yet. We take him out. Regen, not a good idea. That level 2 will die very quickly, but you see the level 2 getting real good value with that Robin play against the level 3, so that was a level advantage we took care of there. The regen for him does do a good job. I don't have any range cards now, so he's good to play. I'm just playing Robin for the range card. Does help get more tank damage. Nicely done. If we could have saved Poseidon, it would have been better. The slow would have been more useful than the Super Craig AoE, but Super Craig very useful headed towards new kid. Higher level especially, he can do work. This is good. The slow comes out, but we take care of the BHK before that. Fast Pass level 3, not really worth the energy here. You see that I don't use SWOW or Fast Pass on this account typically. Fast Pass wasn't bad there. I would have played Slave maybe actually if I would have replayed that, but this is pretty good. It's good to play cheaper cards as well. You're trying not to commit too much energy. This is okay. We're going to get the disarray out there. We're going to take it out. Yes, we take out the Robin. No, the Robin heals, but the Robin on the top side is hitting new kid. Very good placement there as well. Level 25 Smurf again. I actually played this guy in ladder, I think a few days before this. So this is a name I remember. This account only has level 3 SWOW Titty Bang, which makes her unplayable in my opinion. So we are 1 card down on this. Now in this situation, I lost a little tiny bit of energy, but you'll see it in a bunch of games. When they play the slave, I count to 3. Like we can go back. We can go back and time it. I'll count to 3, then I play my slave. 1, 2, 3, slave. And that gives you board advantage for the rest of the game. Now you'll see where our slaves meet, and you'll see why I have the advantage. It'll be now. Okay, in this situation, it doesn't matter because he changed it. Now I'm getting a little ballsy here by playing the BHK, but the BHK hits the imp. None of the stuff that he has out there right now can break the slave heal, but we go ahead and get the bunch of extra health here. That's fine for me. This is actually going to be beneficial because I'm going to rebuild my slave. I was worried about the damage here though from that imp, so I didn't want to play anything into it. But right now, he doesn't have anything too dangerous. The BHK could get dangerous. Right now, we're looking for our Mintberry Crunch. Mintberry Crunch comes out, and we have something to deal with it. But the level 1 Randy, not really worrisome. We go ahead and deal with his imp. Brings it over closer to us again. That actually works out really well. Regen there would have actually been really good. Super Craig would have survived. Dougie probably would have survived. But right now, we're playing a little conservatively because we don't have anything to kill that BHK. He's gotten a lot of value from that BHK. But right now, our imp is headed right for him. The plus 72 on the slave, making it tough to deal with. Now we get our Mintberry Crunch out, and on the BHK like we needed. That is probably game over. The slow from the Poseidon breaks through the Mintberry Crunch, kills the Robin on the backside, and the hamsters deftly deal with the Dougie. And we get him with the fart storm at the end and the extra theatrics with the Poseidon. Well played. Well played. I do those emotes for you boys. Hillbilly, welcome, welcome. We played somebody called Willy Billy. I wonder if that reminds me of Hillbilly. Hillbilly hot dog. So once again, we're waiting. We got the slave. 1, 2, 3. Drop the slave. Now you'll see in this situation, you'll see where this puts us and why it gives me the advantage. Don't know why he did tweak there, but you see how slave steps over the line and now he's on my side. Now the whole game is in my fucking hands now because I can put an assassin right by slave. I can put anything anywhere. We got the Dougie. I'm like, okay, I'm not really worried about it. We're going to go ahead and play him and just get ready for the counter here. Not worried about this one bar at all. He's not going to be able to have a chance to deal with his Dougie. We're going to go ahead and use our Mintberry Crunch right in the thick of things here. We're going to use the S-Wow, get that stun. He actually helped me by moving my Mintberry Crunch out, if you ask me. But it worked out well for him. Hit me with the Super Fart and the Mintberry Crunch. If he had a higher level, that would have dealt with my Mintberry Crunch and would have been actually a really, really good play, getting that angle like that. But unfortunately, our BHK has bolstered our tanks up until hellish proportions. Plus 96 on a tank. Most tanks actually attack pretty quickly because their attack is pretty low. So you get a plus 100 attack on her. All of a sudden, she's hitting real hard. Easy peasy. This game is easy. That's a terrible rhyme. All right, let's keep it going. The main account matching a 74-27. If this is your first time watching this, we go by the easiest games up to the hardest. The last one tonight is an incredible match. Down to the wire. Well played. I'm excited to shoutcast it. He's got level 7 Super Craig, so that's all of a sudden scary. We go ahead and get our Mintberry Crunch out. It's not so bad to get him right there. Mintberry Crunch versus Mintberry Crunch right now. We're going to go ahead and get our Robin out onto the Mintberry Crunch. We use Poseidon in the corner right when he gets his ability, and it lightning rods it. That's what we call that ability, the lightning rod. Lightning rods the Mintberry Crunch ability into the corner, which is great for us. This future Randy does not help. Actually helps us out. Lets us get a tank in front of our range cards, but we don't even need it because I don't care if Poseidon dies. We're just waiting it out. Well played. He forced more energy. He's got another level 7. Last one is Game of the Year nominee in February. That's very possible, especially who it's against. It's a bad freeze ray. So he may have the levels, but he does not have the skills that thrill, boys. This is what happens when you don't have cock magic to save you, Satan to save you, all that fancy shit. You get absolutely skull fucked by Titty Bang S-Wow. S-Wow Titty Bang. That's why I'm pooping on him. We got Fogo no Kenny French 1992. French 1992, a name I recognize. 79-24, definitely a high-ranked player. So not a bad player. We'll see how he does without whatever gimmick he runs, right? 1, 2, 3, play the slave. Now, once again, this is going to give me board position for the entire game, and it's going to win us the game against a very good player. You'll see. We'll see if we can count the mistakes on him, though. See if he's a good player or not. I'll say that's a mistake. No real reason to play something that could potentially break the slave heal until the slave's heal is already down. That one I don't love either. My Poseidon getting slowed is nice, though. He's breaking my slave, though, so this is good for him. I don't hate it. I'm waiting on the Mintberry Crunch, though, to take out the slave heal. Make sure it hits him perfect. Get a little +8 from the roosters here. Regen on the roosters there would have been nice. That's too bad. We get the slow out, though, but we got +88 Mintberry Crunch, which is going to be devastating for him. We get our boost out, +20. 120 on him, but I don't think it worked. We use the imp tweak to pull him out. We just use the imp just to get another unit out there to try to protect him. The BHK taking the hits, getting the heals. Nicely done. We got to turn BHK around. We got the hamsters on hamsters. We needed to get those hamsters killed so that BHK would cycle. Imp taking him out. Imp does good work. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about him up top. He's got good health and good attack. Now the Super Craig on the bottom side, actually kind of a threat. Hard to defend for it if you don't know the placement. We're going to go ahead and drop the regen to try to save him, but we shouldn't have, but it does save that BHK, which will help boost up that slave. Pretty decent levels. I think the SWOW at level 3 is a wasted card, personally. Can work out, though. French, nicely done. All right, we got the Empire Awakens I was talking about early. Nicely done. Nicely played. All right, we got 9 or Elegant Maniac 951 6851. 1, 2, 3, play. Beautiful. Gives us board position for the rest of it. Poseidon we leave in hand until we need to play him for the potential Mintberry Crunch cycle. Or we trust. I mean, this isn't bad because we can trust that we'll, yeah, Super Craig will cycle before we need it, so that's good. The hamsters to counter the Dougie. Hamsters really to counter either Dougie, whether it's normal Dougie or not. We're going to use the Robin because we need aerial units to take them out. BHK on top of this to deal with the hamsters, boost our shit up, and counter his push. We're going to go ahead with the Disarray. We're going to get this Lava out, which is going to be nice. But what's going to happen here is the Disarray going to get killed by the Mintberry Crunch. No, Disarray survives. Eats through. The regen comes through. Saves the Poseidon and the... No, not the Poseidon and the slave. This is potentially bad here. But we're taking all the damage. And the Dougie takes another bar. Beautifully done. Can we save the Robin? One more hit. Oh, can we... No, the Robin does not get saved, but we take him out closely thereafter. Well played, well played. All right, we got Moody versus Ghost666. This guy used to come to the stream, used to hang out on the stream. I don't know if he stopped going to streams altogether, sold his account, what, but I don't see him around anymore. But always good to match up against somebody who's going to recognize the name Glanzer. Let's see if we can get him a good matchup. Right now, the lead would be Slave behind if he plays, or Chaos Hamsters mid if he doesn't do anything. 3, 2, 1. Play the Slave. All right, we got advantage here the rest of the game. Bounty Hunter is perfect to play with the Slave first. Your goal is to get him to play the Mintberry Crunch, Lightning Rod the first ability, and then fuck him up afterwards. All right, so this is okay. I still think we could have played the BHK, but we're going to play the Mintberry Crunch instead. We're going to play the Robin Tweak in the corner. We knew that that level 3 wasn't going to kill our level 4, so that works out really well. Our level 4 does kill his level 4. He did deal with my slave, though, so that heal is going to be interesting, but that BHK is going to increase the health, or increase the attack, going to make it possible to break through the slave. No, I don't think so, but the Mintberry Crunch is going to save the day. Again, the Robin Tweak on the Mintberry Crunch is basically murder. Will survive every new kid hit. Survives multiple Mintberry Crunch hits. This guy's in trouble. We use the Imp Tweak if we need to pull whatever he's got. He's got the Super Fart, so we drop that regen like I was saying. Perfect counter for it. Any plans he might have had are now dashed. He plays the hamsters and all the damage goes away as well. Well played. He might have just left there. Let's test it out. Did he leave? Oh, he tried to quit. He tried to quit and make me lose. He tried to quit and make me lose. That's rude. All right, boys. This is the main event of the next one. We got Old Dirty Grandpa from Coon Legends, an ex-free-to-play Wales player, member. Been on multiple teams in the past. Has told me to not put our games up on YouTube, but I'm sorry, buddy. You're on the Team Wars, so you got to be here. We got Slave at a start, but we don't have our own Slave. Luckily, on this account, we do have 4 Titty Wow. So we wait the 3 seconds, and we put Titty Wow out instead. We're going to see what happens. We got that level 6 Bounty Hunter Kyle. Very beneficial here. Let's see if we can get some good stacks. We put that Bounty Hunter Kyle out. Nicely done. Well played. He gets the BHK out as well, but he's stacking double tanks. Okay, he gets my BHK with the Imp. I get his BHK with the Imp. Could have maybe pulled the SWOW, and I probably would have lost the game. Speaking of which, I did just lose the game. Now we have Mintberry Crunch to deal with. My Mintberry Crunch is buried. We can't play Tweak because we got double Tweak out, but look at that. My Tweak luckily taking out his Mintberry Crunch. Very well played. I could have played that Super Craig earlier and prevented this. Could have played the SWOW and prevented it. But unfortunately, he takes it. Somehow, the Disarray puts his ability on the SWOW instead of the Gunslinger. And our boy gets the Gunslinger perfectly timed. Look at this. Lands on the Coop. And the Coop removes all the damage, or gets all the damage, kills the hamsters, does some good damage. But the Super Craig saving the day. Without the Super Craig, that could have been dangerous. We got Super Craig coming, BHK coming after him. Super Craig, can he kill the Poseidon? Yes, he can. That's good. The BHK, oh, not healing the Super Craig. That would have been nice if we gotten one hit there. We're going to go ahead and use the Robin. This is perfect. On a 1v1 like this, this is going to be the win. Poseidon in the corner. He's either going to not use the Mintberry Crunch or he's going to hit Poseidon. His choice. I would have not used it. That extra hit would have killed the BHK all the sooner, and BHK wouldn't have healed the Robin. Robin might have died sooner, but as it stands, Robin takes out the Mintberry Crunch, which is one of the most important parts of this. Can the Mintberry Crunch save Robin? No, we can't survive one more. The Mintberry Crunch was supposed to take the Poseidon, probably. I don't know. That seems like a weird play. Super Craig, not a worry from New Kid? No, I don't think so. We're going to go ahead and play Slave in front of the Mintberry Crunch, protecting it. Nicely done here. Mintberry Crunch, hold the ability. Probably save it for something else, but we pull the Slave away so we don't have to worry about the Cox on defense, anything like that. The Disarray here against the SWA would have been good, but I'm worried about the final play here. Oh, and we take the Dougie. He tried to get the Dougie with the Cox at the end to try to get me, but we're going to take him out here. SWOW, lots of damage, but we're going ahead and using that Mintberry Crunch. We're waiting it out. It's overtime, so we can only get one more, and the hamsters come through. Well played. Old Dirty Grandpa, Old Dirty G, a good friend of ours. And that does it for week 7. We had some exciting ones this week. It's exciting not to have cows in Team Wars. It's been cows for the last few weeks. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I'd appreciate it if you would leave a comment which game you thought was the best. I think it's obviously going to be the last one, but maybe there's something else in another game that made you like that even more. I'd appreciate it if you jumped on over. That's VLC's playlist. You guys can listen to it. I'd appreciate it if you jumped on over to YouTube and liked and subscribed. And if you're on Twitch right now, but if you're on YouTube later, leave a comment. What's your favorite game? Make sure you check out my other videos for other games very similar to South Park. South Park eventually will be over. Jump on some other games with me and we'll have some fun for a very long time. We'll see you guys on the next one. Every Tuesday this video drops, and every Monday we do it live on Twitch. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you're here on Mondays. Tuesdays, if you miss it, it'll be on YouTube. After that, don't really have a schedule, but videos almost every day, including YouTube Shorts. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.